Hi, today at Creative Care we're going to show you one of our beds and we're going to have a virtual assessment and show how we decide what kind of bed is going to be most suitable for each user. So today's assessment will be with Carol, who's Toby's mum, and we'll talking a little bit about what bed we can make for Toby and how we can help. So Carol, what would you describe Toby's behaviour like? How can we make a bed that's going to be best for him?
Hi Paul. He's very mobile. He likes to spin quite a bit. He likes to jump on the furniture. No sense of danger.
Right, so he's very active and he's into everything. So
yeah,
you really need,
yeah.
okay.
No sense of danger whatsoever. He's into everything. Likes to spin, jump. He has started biting and kicking.
Okay, right.
Not all the time, but he does have meltdowns where he will bite and kick.
Oh gosh, that must be really hard to cope with. Go on, blimey. Well, hopefully we can make a bed that's going to help you and Toby's, meltdown points. We can make somewhere safe for him. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you think I need to know about Toby before I start showing you?
He has started smearing. It's not all the time, but he does.
Okay.
And that is when he's asleep, which he doesn't like to sleep very often.
Right. Okay. That's great because we can help to make a bed like that. Because smearing is, as you know, you don't need telling. It's really difficult to cope with, and it's very hard. So maybe we can design the bed around that.
Yeah.
Maybe less netting, that sort of thing. And we'll talk about that when we have a look inside the bed. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. I think we've got enough to make a start and start chatting about how we can make a bed for you and Toby.
Yeah.
Okay, Carol, so we're saying a little bit about the behaviour of Toby and how we can make the bed. Just one thing about Toby, how old is he? How old did you say he was?
He's 6.
6 years, so he's a little fella, but of course he's going to be growing all the time. I mean, he grows week by week, day by day. I guess you see he's growing taller and bigger and stronger all the time. He's really strong?
Yeah.
Really strong, yeah, okay. So we make nice, strong, tough beds for people just like Toby. Okay, so 6 years old, so the bed we've got here is a standard single bed size, so it's an adult single bed. So I think that's going to be ideal for Toby because plenty of room for him to grow into, even when he gets a little bit older, when he gets into a teenager, because the beds, they're a long-term use, so we make one that he can grow into. But it's not going to be so large that it's going to be over-sensory for him. And by that, I mean, it's too much stimulation. Is he a sensory seeker? Would you describe him as sensory?
He is. He doesn't like loud noises.
Right, okay.
He has 3 brothers who are older, very noisy.
Right.
So when they're about and they're playing, he likes to take himself away.
Right, he doesn't
hide
like
behind the sofa or just find small spaces under blankets.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so he says he likes small places and small under the blankets and that sort of. That's basically because the world is very loud for him, not just sound but sight, and when there's so much going on, his brother's running around and that sort of stuff, he's getting overstimulated because of his sensory seeking tendencies. So the bed will provide a low sensory, calm place for him to be. Not just at night time, but those times when he gets stressed. Does he have meltdowns, does he find?
He does, yeah.
Right.
He has been having meltdowns lately.
Okay, that's and when he's doing that, I guess at the moment he's just about getting too big. I guess, do you like to hold him when he's doing that to keep him safe? Because if he's throwing his arms and legs and he might hit something.
No, he just takes himself away. That's when he'll find a blanket or something and just sit under the blanket or behind the sofa.
Okay, that's great, because that means that then the bed, if you get a bed for him, that could be somewhere that he can take himself to and self-regulate. If he feels himself getting stressed and over-censored, too much sensation, he can go inside the bed away from his brothers. Do you think that'd probably be quite helpful for him, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So, single bed size. So standard size on the inside is 190 centimetres long by 90 centimetres wide, which is a standard single mattress. So standard bedding will all fit. Okay. The beds are a little bit bigger on the outside because of these padded corners. Now these padded corners stick out and they provide a 20 centimetre safe zone between the side of the bed and the wall in the room. So if you imagine my arm here is the wall of the room. You can push the back of the bed, because there's one of these on each corner, right into the corner, so Toby won't be able to get down the side and get down the back and get stuck behind there, and you won't be able to get him out, because that'd be a challenge, wouldn't it?
Yes.
And also, no matter how hard he pushes against the side of the bed, he can't hit anything hard in the room. Okay, so if he is having a meltdown and he's throwing his arms and legs about, kicking, as you said, he does kick occasionally, then he's not going to hurt himself inside the room, inside the bed, because there's nothing hard inside the bed for him to put it again. But you can say right against the wall, in the back, in the corner, to take a little bit of, you know, a bit safe for him. So with these padded corners, that means the exterior size of the bed is 240 centimetres long by 130 centimetres wide. So I'll need to check with you to make sure the bed's going to fit inside the room. Has he got a large bedroom?
It's quite small.
It's quite small.
But not small, but...
What sort of bed has he got? A single bed on the mattress?
Single.
Mattress
single
on the floor at the moment because he's not safe. Right, okay. So if we need to, we can always make a custom size. We can reduce the length of the bed by 10 centimetres or something like that, but we can get that information from you a little bit later. You can send us a sketch of the room and I can make a room plan.
Lovely.
Okay, that's great. So we can do that. Okay. Right, so let's have a little look inside the bed and I can show you what features are going to be best for Toby. If there's any questions while I'm showing you, please ask me and I'll stop and I'll tell you about it. Okay, so we've got a big roll-up door here on the front with a zip, and we've got netting on the sides here, okay? And then on the end of the bed, we've got a window with netting above, okay? So on this end of the bed, on this short end here, we've got a window and netting above. So this is just a demo of a bed. All our beds are custom made. So you could have a window on either end or no window, 2 windows. We can also make magnetic blinds which go on and cover it up if you need to. So maybe if his brothers are disturbing him at night time, maybe we could put the blinds. Maybe that's a good idea.
He likes dark.
He likes it to be dark.
He does like it to be dark.
Okay, so maybe the blinds are ideal. But the good thing about it is they're nice and quiet to open, and you could just peep in and have a look at him without disturbing him.
Lovely.
Okay, that will be helpful. Okay, so we've got blinds. Might be something we can put on the bed for you. Okay. Okay, so let's have a little look at the front door of the bed. So a big zip, which opens the door up and rolls up. And we have these magnetic catches here, which hold the door when you roll it up. So round with the zip, roll up. And then you see the magnets catch hold of the door. So the reason, Carol, we use these magnets is because they're low sensory. And as you say, Toby's very sensory. I guess he doesn't like the noise of Velcro.
Oh, no.
No, yes. Well, it's just none of us like the noise, do we? So the magnets we use pop on and off without making any noise.
Oh, lovely.
So they won't disturb him. But more importantly, they're easy to keep clean and they don't attract all the fluff, dog, hair, grass, all the stuff that Velcro usually attaches. It's difficult to keep clean, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so nice big opening on the door. So let me just sit here. As you can see, I'm sitting on the edge of the bed. Plenty of room between the side of the bed here. We've got the head at the top here. We've got the pillow where Toby would be. So you can use the bed just like a normal bedtime routine. So just before bedtime, you can sit and read him a story. I guess you sort of, and like he likes a routine before he goes to bed.
He does, yeah. We do like to do the books.
Yeah. So you can sit with him, and in fact, the beds are super strong. They're made out of 2-inch steel in the corners, so they're really strong. So in fact, the whole family, even his brothers, can all be sitting with him in the bed at night time, but not that they probably want to. But you can get him calm and get him ready for bedtime. Oh, nice. Okay. So looking in this end here, we've got the pillow at the head end. You can see we've got PVC at the bottom and netting at the top. So you're saying he smears occasionally, which is, like I say, difficult to
cope. It's not often, but he is doing.
Okay, so what we can do is we can put slightly less netting at the top because, as you know, net is going to be a little bit more difficult to clean. I don't want to be too graphic, but as you can imagine, that would be a little bit awkward to clean. So a little bit less. And what we can also do, we can put an antibacterial lacquer on the inside of the bed. That seals the PVC and stops it from staining. So all plastics are slightly porous. There's slight little holes in it. You know when you put a curry or a chili or something in a Tupperware container and leave it in the fridge overnight?
Oh, yeah.
When you tip it out, you've got that orange stain that's really difficult to clean.
Yeah.
Well, that's the tiny holes. So we use an antibacterial lacquer. It's a water-based thing. It's completely harmless. It seals the PVC and fills those tiny holes up and stops it from staining. Okay, so let's have a little look at the other end of the bed, at the foot of the bed. You can see we've got that window there on the end, which can let light in during the day, but we can put the magnetic blind on at night time to keep it thing. You're saying he likes to have a dark space. So we can make the bed in several low sensory colours. So if he likes a dark space, we can make it into maybe a dark blue or a dark green, because you can choose the colour of the main fabric.
Oh, nice.
Okay, yeah. So a dark blue inside will make it a little bit darker inside and help him to settle down at night time. Okay, so you say he climbs and jumps and that sort of thing, and you need him to keep him safe inside. So we can put a netting roof on top of the bed, and that will stop him from climbing out, but it will also lower the sensory feedback inside the bed. You were saying he likes to be in small spaces and in a calm, quiet place.
Yeah.
So that netting roof will provide a low sensory, calm place inside, which I think Toby will probably like, judging from what you've told us about him with being, you know, calm and quiet and sensory seeking. Okay. So the sides of the bed are all soft, and there's no hard parts to it on the inside. So when he's having his meltdown, throwing his arms and legs about, he's not going to hurt himself on the sides. So the corners, the hard part of the frame, the metal frame is out here, and on the inside there's nothing hard even in the corners, and the fabric is a soft, stretchy PVC, but low sensory. It's not like a padded wooden cot. It's stretchy and soft, so if he pushes against it, he'll never find that hardness behind. So did you say, does he headbang or rock?
He rocks a bit. He doesn't headbang.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Okay, so not headbanging, but if he's rocking and spinning and that sort of, if he does fall against the side, he's not going to hurt himself inside the bed. Okay, so PVC sides have got the antibacterial lacquer on to make it nice and easy to keep clean and not staining. Okay, next we've got the roof, keep him safe inside. So the mattress. So the mattress is fully enclosed and entrapment free. So we don't want him to get stuck underneath the mattress. So what we can do is we build the frame of the bed and we put a mattress on top of that frame, and it's a 5-inch quality foam mattress, and we put a waterproof cover over top of that mattress, which encloses the mattress, and it gets zipped to this zip at the bottom of the frame. So now the mattress is part of the bed completely. There's no way that Toby can lift it up from the inside. So he can get his hand down, but he can't lift it up. Now, you said that he bites and chews? He does.
He's not a big chewer, but he does like to bite. Anything he can grab hold of and get his teeth round, he will just like bite. Right.
Well, we can make the mattress cover in one of two materials. We do a softer waterproof lycra, same material as a hospital bed, or we can do a bite-resistant PVC cover. And I think that one will probably be best for Toby with him biting too. We don't want him to bite into the mattress. No. So we can do that, but it'll also be waterproof, and we'll put the antibacterial lacquer on it as well, so that'll seal it. So any mess you get inside the bed is going to be a lot easier to keep clean. Okay, so mattress is nice and safe for him as well. He can't pick it up. You don't want to come to the bed one morning and find the mattress stood up inside and him on the other side and you on the outside, do you? So he can't lift the mattress up. It's perfectly safe for him inside. Okay, so the next part we need to chat about is the door. Okay, so I'll talk about the door now and show how the door is going to work. Okay, so an important part about the bed, Carol, for Toby is that it's somewhere for him to safe to be at night time. Is he a wanderer? I guess he's...
Yeah, he keeps us up all night. There's no leaving him really.
Right, okay. So what you want to do is you want to pop him inside the bed at night time and know he's going to be safe and not going to be able to come out and wander around the house coming to any harm.
Sure.
Okay, so our doors on our bed close, but they don't lock, and I'll show you that now. So we'll roll the door down. So the zip goes all the way round up to the top part here, and on this corner here on the top right hand side we've got something called a zip channel, and this zip channel is a fabric patch on the inside of the bed which covers the two zip heads. So when the zip goes up like that, the bed is closed but not locked, but Toby from the inside can't open the door, okay?
Right.
But you can get to it straight away, really easily, really quickly. If you need to get to him, there's 101 reasons, isn't there? You might need to get to him at night time. Grab the door, run it round, and you're inside, and you've got to him really quickly. Now let's have a little look on the inside, what that door looks like for Toby. So here's the zip channel on the inside of the bed that Toby can see. Okay, here's the zip run, and both zip heads are up inside here. But when the zip opens, you can see, there we go, you can see it comes out, and when it goes back up, when you close the door, there's no way that Toby can get his fingers to that zip. Okay, so he's nice and safe, and he's inside. But the important part with our bed as well, because we want Toby to be able to self-regulate and maybe use the bed himself, if both of the zips are outside of the zip channel further down, then he can open the door himself. Okay, so there we go. If we leave the zips there, you see he can now open and shut the bed if he wants to from the inside. So he might choose to self-regulate during the day, but at night time when you want him safe, both of them go up inside and the bed's safe and closed but not locked. Okay, so Carol, we've now got an idea of what sort of bed we want. We want, you know, the size, the single bed size, not too big, antibacterial lacquer inside, the bite resistant PVC for him. We've got the safe door, the netting roof. We can chat now about the customization. So we talked about the dark blue for the main fabric. Yeah. So we can make a dark blue one. But you can see on these corners here, we can also make the beds specially for Toby. All our beds are custom made. We don't make them for, you know, stock ones. Everyone is custom made, you know, different windows, different door positions, all the sort of it. But we can make a bed just for Toby, and we can make it special for him. So we can put something on these corners. We can print fabric. So has Toby got anything favourite or special that, you know, we could incorporate in it that, you know, he'll think, oh, this is my bed?
He loves balls, colourful balls, beach balls. We have quite a lot of them. He likes to throw them around. Okay,
that's great. So what we could do is on this corner and this corner on the front, I can design something that's got footballs and beach balls and different ones all over these corners here, and it'll make it look like, you know, it's Toby's bed. He'll know he's got that. If you want to have a look at all the other bed designs, bed colours we've got a really nice Facebook page, which is Creative Care Limited. And you can see lots of pictures of all the beds that we've recently made put on there. So that's a good place for you to get a bit of a feel for it, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll definitely be having a look on there.
You do Facebook? Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of a bit of a quick, hopefully a quick show, and I've shown a bed that could hopefully help. If you've got any questions, you think I've missed anything that you might need to look after Toby?
Well, at the moment, it's keeping us up at night all the time. Hopefully, if he adapts to the bed and he's sleeping, I'd like to be able to see him at night, but maybe without having to enter the room. Okay,
yeah, that's great. Okay, so what you thinking of using? Maybe a camera, like a baby monitor camera? Yeah. So what we can do is we can put a clear PVC window in the top of the roof. So, clear like this in the top of the roof. That you can put the camera outside, so there's no way that Toby can throw anything at it or knock it or break it. You don't want him to break the camera. But you can look inside and you can monitor him without coming into the room and disturbing him, because I guess if he hears you, he wants to be out and about.
Nice to be able to see him.
So do you think the camera would be helpful?
Yeah, very.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so as you know, every child, every user is completely different with special needs that are specific to that person. So here at Creative Care, we make the beds from start to finish. All the beds are made here. So as you can see, here we are in the back of the workshop. This is where we do all the metal work and making the frames. And upstairs is where we cut and sew all the main fabrics. And that gives us the advantage that we can make a bed specifically for the user in mind, both the family and the child that sleeps inside the bed.